Welcome back everybody. So guys, there is a little problem that, for example, you can see that this is the heading, this is a simple paragraph, okay, but I just don't want to apply the style, the P style with this paragraph, okay, or I just don't apply the, I just want to apply the style with only with this two P tags. Then what to do? This can be a really big question. So how to make them solve? If you remember that I just talked about the ID in some previous classes, I just talked about about the ID, that the ID is basically the identity for any of the tag. You can apply the ID. How to apply the ID? ID is an attribute. In this way you can apply the ID, but the ID, as I said, that ID has a big roles. So ID has a big role for CSS too. So this is basically called the CSS selector, just like the tag. I'm just adding the ID that pick this. You can put whatever, or why not I just simply add the sec para. Okay, the meaning of this sec para, I'm talking about the second paragraph. So going to this style.css, now right now I'm just applying the style with the second para only. So going to this style.css, just removing the P. Now save and go back to the browser and refresh. Now P has no style, perfect. But I'm just gonna apply the style with the second para. So SECPARA, sec para. Go there. Yeah, spelling should be same. If I just use there the underscore, then there should be underscore too, not the hyphen. Perfect. But this is the ID, not the tag. Okay, if you just don't put anything before the text, that means it's a tag. But I'm just putting the hash. If you remember that to calling the ID, we have to put the hash. So go back to the browser and refresh. Now only the second paragraph has this style, because there I just selected the second para and I just applied the style to the second para. Okay, now this is the ID. Well, if I just copy this and paste this here and save and now refresh, now you can see that both of them has a style, the sec para, because the sec para has designed here, but we just apply the sec para with the multiple tags. But this is not the perfect way. Just why? Because identity should be a single for a single person, okay, or a single element. So I just assigned the same ID with two elements, so this is not a good way, and this is not the validated way. So how to solve the problem? If you just want to apply the same ID with the multiple elements, so basically you just cannot do this. You just can assign the class with the multiple elements. You can make them a single class. For example, the sec para can be a class too. So how it can be a class? Just simply type the CLA, or why not this is the ID, it's okay, but this there I'm just making a class. Okay, so MAN class, and I just use the hyphen this time, main class. Okay, now just copy and we can put as much as we want the element in the class. So the simple paragraph, the first one is the part of the main class too, and the heading is the part of the main class too. That's pretty awesome. Go to the style.css and create the main class. So main class, but as I said that we have to put this sign before the element. So for the ID we have to use the hash, but for the class we have to use the period. This is the period. So I'm just going inside and putting the value, the color. What the color I'm just putting the green. No, I just applied the green already. The brown, I can apply any color, whatever I want, the brown. And then what I'm just putting after that, I'm just applying the background color. There are a lot of properties of the CSS, but because we just know about the background color and the color, so I'm just talking about this continuously. So right now I'm just applying the silver color, silver, as a background. So save and go to the browser and refresh. Now you can see that this one and the heading has the class. So I hope you've understood about both of them, the class and the ID. Interestingly, we can call the IDs and classes in the internal CSS too, but we cannot in the inline CSS, because in the inline CSS we just directly call the style in the tag. Another interesting thing is if you're just using the class, then For example, I'm removing the background color for this with this class and saving and going back to the browser. Now refresh. Now these things has no background color, so I'm going back and just adding another class by dot bac, okay, back color. Whatever you want to type, you can type in the name of the as the name of the class or the identity, and there the background color. I'm only putting the background color here, color. And what more, I'm just putting here the background color as the brown, sorry, the silver. And then now go to the index.html. basically we can add multiple classes, in a single time, in a single attribute. So here, by adding in space, I'm just putting the back color, another class. Now save and go to the browser and refresh. Now you can see that this one has the background color. Do you want to apply the background color with this class too? So let's just apply the back color, save and go and refresh. Now all of them has the brown color, that means the main class, but for the second class I just applied for only two. Okay, I can apply the class of the background color with this one. As you can see, the back color. Now save and go to the browser. It has no special text color but the background color. So in this way we can play by using the IDs and the classes.